So, a massive detour from my usual Monday content today, folks, and I apologise for that. However, Sunday, scrolling the net, I discovered that the Slender Man movie is actually now facing real issues to being released, and I wanted to air some views again on this. So what's the story? In my initial video on whether the Slender Man should even be released, I stated that comments from the victim's father on the movie being distasteful and essentially cashing in on the tragedy were causing a stir. Now, I just want to correct myself that actually these comments came from the father of one of the children who committed the crime, which, with all due respect, discredits your opinion on this pretty massively. It would seem to me that the girl's father doesn't want the movie released because, once again, all eyes will be on him and the girls who attempted to murder their friend. And they would be right to have their eyes on you. Why? Because, as I said in my previous video, people do not just believe in fictitious beings like that and attempt to murder in their name. They do so because of some very large missteps throughout their life. More often than not, most can be tracked back to the parenting that child has experienced. If, however, the father had stated, "I don't wish this movie to be released due to not wanting anyone else to have to experience a horrendous incident like the victim my daughter attempted to murder," then that would be a sincere and much more heartfelt, believable and less selfish statement. My initial video came under quite a lot of fire, with people asking me, what if my child went through that? What if my child was almost murdered? Would I want a movie made surrounding the character that influenced that attack? To which I will say this, and I stand by this: yes, I would. Because at the end of the day, people are murdered in God's name all the time. Child's Play, a movie, influenced the horrendous act in the UK, and yet that franchise is still going. Stephen King has influenced awful events and attacks, and we've even seen a Beatles song cause deaths. How is this now any different? To all those who have signed the petition to try and force Sony to not release the Slender Man, I am happy to sit here and call you all hypocrites, and I would say this to your face. You need to sit down and take a good, long, hard look at your life decisions and what you believe in, what you've watched, what you have actively supported by your own thought process. You are more than likely signing this petition because you choose not to support the movie based off the attempted murder. That would be a fair assessment, I'm sure. With that in mind, I really hope you do not believe in God. I really hope you have never watched a war movie of any sort. I hope you have not read or watched a Stephen King book or movie, and I really hope you have not once listened to a rock song. Because if you have by your own actions actively supported the deaths of hundreds, if not thousands of people. You have cashed in on those deaths, you have glorified those deaths, and you have enjoyed the media that has caused them, and you are all hypocrites. Scream inspired a murder in 2001, Fight Club inspired a bombing in 2009, Saw even inspired a prank that led to an elderly woman suffering a stroke, Twilight inspired a boy to go around biting people, Dexter inspired someone to murder his own brother in 2009, and The Dark Knight inspired a shooting in 2012, yet the Batman is back on our screens. Why is this now any different? Why should this movie not get a release, and yet some on that very small snapshot of horrendous crimes are in fact considered classics and highly regarded forms of media? These girls believed in the Slender Man. They attempted a murder. That's important here. No one lost their life, and yet because of that we are now to cause people to lose their living, rob everyone of what could be 2 hours of entertainment. Why? Genuinely, it's appalling that this is even happening. It's baffling. The sincerity behind the statement from the father of one of the criminals really does need to be questioned. Again, I know this video will come under fire, but I feel these things need to be said. And much like before, I really do actually want to hear your thoughts. So please do let me know down below in the comment section. And if you did enjoy this video, then consider subscribing to the channel for more and others less serious, and checking out my other content. I've been Mr. H, and until next time, I will catch you in the comment section.